Just to sum up what we did the last previous videos, we created a table for the categories and filled it with different categories for the different type of foods we have. So we have also created a table for food, and we have filled the food table with different types of food. So if a user now will actually eat something, he or she needs to store it inside a new table. So what I want to do now is to actually just create a new table for the consumption of food that the user has. So I will just go into my db adapter.java. I have done it, and I've written db exec sql. So create table it not exists, and the table name should be food diary. So the first field I want to have in food diary, it's food diary ID, and I want it to be an integer primary key and auto increment. Next I want to have the food diary date, and I'm not sure if this works on SQL Lite that I'm running now, but I know it works on MySQL, so I will try it. So I will just specify it as a date, and if it works, it should be like something like 2017 06 17. And now I have meal number, and it's an integer. Next I will have the food ID, also an integer. The food ID pointing to actually the food ID in the table food. So now I have food ID. Now I need serving size, and it should be a double. Next I will have serving measurement, and it should be bar chart. Next I will have energy calculated as double. Next it will be proteins calculated, also as double. Next it's of course carbohydrates calculated as double. Then I want to have fat calculated as double. And I also want to, after some while, I want to use a special database table. So I will just make a field for it now, and I will call it meal ID. And meal ID should be an int. Now I just need to close this. So I will do it by having this and this. Yeah, this is correct. So if I create table food diary, I also need to delete the table food diary. So I will have drop table if exists food diary. So just try to run the code now and see if the table is actually created. Now it's installing, updating. This is really exciting. So it has been here, and of course I need to update the database version here to 14. I just want to go to main activity and actually have like a message. The setup is run. So we'll just make a toast. Make text. This. And we'll write setup OK. And then show. I don't remember. I just need to check my website for the toast. My website is netport.com/en, and I have here Android section. And I have here a section for the toast message. Yeah, toast.length. And then it's .show. So it should say something like loading setup. Iterate version 14. Let's try to run it now. Couldn't read anything about the setup has been run, but let's try to just open Google Chrome and check if it has been run or not. So I inspect the table here, and food diary, yeah, food diary has actually been created. So very, very nice. Next I want to create another table. And it's called food diary calorie eaten. Exec SQL. Create table. Does not exist. Food diary calories eaten. And I want to have calorie eaten ID as an integer, primary key with 2 increment. Next I want to have calorie eaten date. Next I want to have calorie eaten meal number, and it should be integer. Next I want to have calorie eaten energy as an integer. I want to have calorie eaten proteins, integer. Calorie eaten carbs, integer. Calorie eaten fat, also integer. And just close that one. Then also write the drop code for it. Then increment the database version to 15. And I want to have a make text also here called setup completed. So let's try to run it again now. Setup completed. We'll go to Chrome, inspect the application. Eaten ID, eaten date, so there should be like more fields here. Just go to my code again, see what happened. Oh yeah, I've got this one. Version 16. So now I know that this is working. So now I want to create a table for the user. I'll call it users. So I will have user ID, integer, and my key, to increment. Next I want to have user alias, where I will have email, varchar, user password, varchar, user salt, varchar, and now I will have a user alias, so I can also have user date of birth, I need user gender, an integer, male or female, user location, varchar, what else do I need for calculating? I need the height of the user. I'll have it as an integer. And I will need the user activity endeavor. Yeah, user weight, integer, user target weight as an integer, and user target weight 11 as integer, and then I will have user note as a varchar. And I also want to have user last seen. And I want to use the time for it. Okay, so it should be, this will not either work, so it should be like this, this. So I was missing these two. This was the arrow all the time. So, hello world, version 20. And try to run it again. Setup completed. Inspect. Categories, food, food diary, calories eaten, and usage. Now we have all the tables that we need. Now we can create something cool. We can create the actual design and make a first screen where the user enters his or her data, and then we can store it in the users table here. Okay, we'll just stop recording now.